Alright guys, finally I got my onboard charger for the fridge batteries, which is right down here, right behind this chair. I have a charger like this, and I have this other one for the outboard batteries. So currently on board, there's not a onboard charger set up for the boat, and I usually carry this outside when I'm off the grid out there somewhere, and I charge this with a generator. But I want to make it more convenient. This is only 1.25 amps each of these chargers, so I have two of them. So the one charging the battery there for the fridge, and this is for the engine. But I want to eliminate both of these chargers, and I got this charger now. This charger is very compact. It weighs about the same amount of weight that the other two chargers weigh. I think this is about 8 or 9 pounds, and the chargers I have is about 6 or 7 pounds. So it's not going to be a big difference on weight. And the reason I went with a different charger than the one I use for the Mikota, which is a great marine charger, this charger has two types of battery. Now the batteries I have here, they AGM batteries. So if you get a charger and you set AGM, then you can use it on all the batteries. Like the batteries I have out there in the back of the outboard, those are wet cells, flooded batteries. So this charger, you can choose two types of charging batteries, which separates them both. And that's very important, because if you overcharge the battery or undercharge the battery, you can do damage to the battery. So now I can use AGM batteries here on this switch, and I can use the flooded batteries for the outboard, which is very important. And this is going to keep my batteries maintained all the time. All right, let's get it started. I'm going to disconnect this. This is one of the chargers here. And this charger is not waterproof. If water falls from this window, which it usually does, these windows leak a lot when it rains or when I'm hitting rough seas. If this gets wet, it's going to ruin the charger. And the new one is waterproof completely. They even submerge this on the water and it still works. It's amazing. So this is where I'm replacing the charger. I'm placing it right here. And one lead of this charger of 5 amps is going to go to the fridge batteries here, like I said. And the other one is going to go up through here, through the wire harness, all the way to the outboard batteries. A lot of my viewers have told me that these two leads right here are too close, the positive and negative. Is about close to 1 inch apart, because they're a little bit too close. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm here, I'm going to flip this battery to the other side here. That way that positive is not very close to the negative. I will take that advice, because it sounds like a reasonable advice. All right, I'm going to remove this strap that holds the battery together. This strap is the one that keeps the batteries from bouncing around at sea. All right, I'm going to start removing these leads. Okay, now I'm going to remove this other one. These batteries last a long time. I had these batteries in other applications. They have lasted me over 5 years. Okay, now that I remove all these battery connectors, I'll put them up here. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to clean these out a little bit. All right, now I'm going to install this charger here. Place it in here. Now I'm just going to place it here for now and just level it. Mark the other side. All right, now I'm going to place the battery back in. Now the positive and negative terminals are far away, which is us a plus. All right, I'm going to start connecting all this. Here, my first 5 amp charger. All right, so this is my negative for the charger. I'm going to connect it here first. Now I'll have to connect this too, and also connect this positive to this positive. All right, all the cables are secure. So all I gotta do now is put the strap on. All right, strap is secure. All these wires are secure here by the strap too. Not gonna be moving anywhere. All right, make sure these wires are not touching. It's positive and negative here. I'm going to connect it to make sure the charging is working. All right, this is charger 1, and I'm gonna set it at AGM. There it is. Now it's set to AGM, and it will record that. So every time I disconnect the power, it will remember it. All right, you can see the bars of the charging is going up. It's making sure the battery is fully charged, which it is. So it's gonna go all the way to the full charge position probably. There it is. They were fully charged with the charger I had previous. So this is awesome because it's gonna tell you also the status of the battery. So right now this one is fully charged. So right now in standby, it's gonna maintain the battery. So I can always leave it on. All it's gonna do is just maintain the battery if the battery needs more charge. So now this one is gonna connect it to the outboard batteries, which they're the wet cells. So I will choose a different mode here for the other charger. Now I'm gonna disconnect it. I just wanna make sure that was working. Now I have to get this second charger here, the other 5 amp charger, and take these wires all the way to the back. So definitely I'm gonna have to make an extension, and I got similar wires here to make that extension. Now I got the wire all the way through there, hitting back there, and all the way through the harness. And it's gonna continue through the harness right down here all the way to the battery. All right, now it's all done. Now I have my outboard batteries, which are 2 of them, fully charged, and I can charge them from in here, and I don't have to bring extra chargers or anything like that. It's gonna be permanent on the boat. And if I wanna charge both batteries, all I have to do is, all right, so the charger is connected to the first battery, and while being off, it could charge to the first battery, right? If I wanna charge both batteries, then I'll put it on and I'll charge both batteries at the same time. But if I leave it one or I just leave it off, it's gonna charge this battery right here. All right, so this is gonna make my charging of my batteries, my fridge batteries, and the outboard batteries a lot easier than before, having 2 separate chargers that they were not waterproof, and they were only 1.25 amps each. These ones are 5 amps each of the charging ports. So I can charge the batteries a little bit faster, and it looks very neat and secure there. And if you found this video helpful, how to charge 2 separate kinds of batteries, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and always navigate safe.